Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Bears are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Vikings, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback now, Teddy Bridgewater. He was 6 of 6 as a rookie, 11 of 5 as a sophomore. Pretty good uptick.
It really is. And how many times have we heard from coaches that you make your most improvement as a player between year 1 and year 2? I'm going to say they're wrong in terms of Teddy Bridgewater. I think he makes more improvement again in year 3 because they want the ball downfield more. Big strikes, and I think Teddy Bridgewater can supply it, especially off of the play-action passes.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his first look is incomplete. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact, also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Bridgewater fakes a give to Peterson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go.
A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. He's going to look deep down the field. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch. And now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And now a first down following that long gain. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. They run again with Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Vikings send out Blair Walsh to try the field goal here. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their starter. He spent 3 years in Denver. Now in his 8th with the Bears, Jay Cutler.
And he threw his 200th career touchdown pass in 2015. So we know he's got the arm. That's never been an issue for him. But one of the things I think is almost overlooked about his game, his ability to move around.
Yeah.
He actually ran some, zone read last year. I saw him against Arizona early in the season, run for a couple of first downs off of the zone read. So be careful of Jay Cutler's legs.
It's a gain of 14 there. And the Bears are going to get a first. A good-looking run there by Jeremy Langford.
And what I've always liked about him has been not just his versatility, but his perseverance. I think he's one of those backs that gets better as the game goes on and he gets increased carries. Does have some good toughness running inside. I remember when he was at Michigan State, at one point I did a game of his. He was listed as 3rd-team left corner. Played cornerback, receiver, and running back for the Spartans.
Won a couple of Big Ten titles there as well. Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
From midfield now, here's Cutler. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Linval Joseph is in a hurry to get his name mentioned as one of the top defensive tackles in the game. I think he's accomplishing his goal.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Cutler. Jeffrey with a catch left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Back to the running game. Langford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, Cutler. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. 3rd down here.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cutler. This will be caught at about the 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Cutler goes off, and on comes the kicker, Connor Barth, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Barth puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They got 29 yards there, and it'll be first down Vikings.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense. Still first down.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Again, Peterson. They find some open field here. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 10-3 the score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Langford again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. As Chad Greenway in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now it's Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And you can't better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The defense gearing up as they take the field. See if they can regroup it. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. After series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how you're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to begin, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. Driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in them.
Preach, Chucky, preach. The linebacker, Lamar Houston, to bring him down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they're down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run. It's on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
Perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or get ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd, Peterson. Adrian Peterson off to the right. The 40. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big run for AP. And even 3 yards. So an incredible run, and that beats the long run from 2015, which was 87.
That was Marcus Mariota.
That quarterback.
Yeah, not so bad, is it? But these guys who run the football nowadays, doesn't matter whether they're a quarterback or a running back, they know how to take it a long way.
They come out here in the eye. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, That's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Cutler. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. He finds his target, Royal. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
On 2nd down, Langford. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. It's caught. Eddie Royal. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in Southern Indiana.
Where in Southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
Here's Langford, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Gun.
On second down, here's Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. One receiver right, that's Jeffrey. The play clock's running down. Here's Cutler to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
The lone setback is Langford. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Andrew Sendejo in on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Checks it underneath to Langford. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now they send a man in motion right. Coming left, Langford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Langford, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Bridgewater on first down. It's caught by Treadwell. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Linval Joseph in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Bears are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Vikings deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Moving now to late in the first. Peterson's going to look for a gap, and a quick three-play drive ends with a score. Vikings up by a touchdown. Bears have it late in the second. Langford's going to look for a gap, and he'll go for the score. Now trailing by just 3. Still a little time left on the clock. So once again, sack the QB. This will go for a loss of 7. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Langford. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Third and 2. Now Cutler. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run. Positions himself well. Excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. A fake to Langford. Now Cutler. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Bridgewater now on second down. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. 2nd down, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bridgewater to give. This is Peterson. Oh, look at the juke. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And another good game here as the numbers show. We had a rare meeting with the entire offensive line this week. They were pretty ecstatic. Well, they should be ecstatic again.
And we had that meeting with them because of how they played last week. I thought it was your idea. It was brilliant to say, let's bring the big guys in.
Kind.
Well, it was true. Let's talk to the guys. How did they pull that off? Because they were so productive. No real problems in getting to the offensive backfield. They were getting downfield, getting the second, third level, creating extra blocks. We're seeing that again this week. They are really locked in. So credit to them. But also a big credit to the offensive line coach because he's got to feel great about what he's prepared.
Absolutely. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
And maybe expecting a throw. Here's the option going right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Langford 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Cutler. Drops it off for carry. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Wilson snags it left side. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They run with Langford. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. The lone setback is Langford. On 2nd down, Cutler. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Still 2nd down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight, but I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
To throw, Bridgewater. That's caught by Treadwell. 11 yards for number 11. fresh set of downs here. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Bridgewater now on second down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The lone setback is Langford. Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Chicago 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. On 3rd down, Cutler. And that will be incomplete as well. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man-to-man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Here again is McKinnon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short. They come out here in the eye. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Let's go. Wide 90. Wide 90.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Tracy Porter with a pick.
Holding. Defense.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's got room. The 30, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So they're going to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. Fighting through. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. 1st and 10. It's Cutler. Wide open receiver complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Cutler on 1st down. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to succeed.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The lone setback is Langford. On 2nd down, Cutler. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Let's go. Wide 80.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run once more with McKinnon. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
The offense is in total control right now. And while they don't want to be in anything close to a hurry-up, they want to make sure they do things with discipline now. Get to the line of scrimmage, line up correctly, take time off the clock, snap the ball late in the play clock, and run the game out.
Now McKinnon. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Jerick McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, this is now loss number 7 for him on the year. Remember, this was a team that thought it could win 10 games. Now they've got an uphill fight.
An uphill fight to try and make the playoffs, because you don't have to win 10 to get in, but you're going to probably need some help from a lot of other teams in order to have a chance now. That is a disappointment for a team that thought 10 was their threshold.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.